obviously we're getting out of this car park. Getting back onto the motorway, it's going to be a short slip road. So it's just approach at a safe speed, be prepared to put your foot down a lot.
Okay.
Obviously it's quite busy, isn't it? So you've got to kind of slot yourself in pretty quick. And then we'll get off at the next exit and turn around and come down back on ourselves.
Okay.
That's all right?
Bring the legs back in.
Yeah, bring your legs back in. Do you like that in your car? Or is it because you don't drive for a long period?
Oh no, it's just I haven't driven for this long before.
Yeah.
I do tend to always put my seat all the way back there so I can stretch on the way out.
Reverse back straight.
My wheel is not straight.
That's it. Look behind you.
I can see the people. So.
And we'll face that way when we finish.
That way? Right, okay.
Tight spot.
Yeah. Really great pick from me. Well done, Millie.
Well, you kind of learn from these. See the guy on your right now? He's going to walk behind you.
Just staring at the car, okay.
Yeah. All I've got on the back of it is cautious on the braking. That's it, on the sign.
Just because the learner stuff has to be taken off, doesn't it?
Well, I took it off just to save the hassle of the police. Because the police might pull you over thinking, what are you doing on there? Even though you're allowed to go on there with an instructor.
I don't know why she's gesturing at me, but okay.
She wants to go and get a coffee or toilet, doesn't she? There we go.
She has to wait for me to get out.
And we'll follow it out. See the blue sign
see
to
the
exit?
Sign, yeah. Moved us now.
Usually get the petrol stations near the exits, but try and fill up before you get on the motorway because they are expensive. You know, compared to everywhere else.
Where am I going?
If you go
so
to the... Go straight through there. See it there?
Oh yeah.
Next to the petrol station, just drive straight through.
Straight through here?
Yeah.
Oh right, I saw the lane just on the floor slightly.
Yeah. It's a bit worn out, isn't it?
Yeah.
And just be prepared to give way on your left. We're going to go right.
That way?
We're going to go down there, but
right,
watch for traffic on your left. The truck's blocking it. So it's a short slip road.
Oh yeah, right.
That's it. Get your speed up.
Oh, it's really
get
short.
That indicator on. Now see that truck coming through?
Yeah.
That's it. Just there's a Jeep behind
Wait
it with
for
a nice big gap in there.
Come on.
And then put your foot down now. So you've only got like about 6-7 seconds to get on.
Yeah, that's really short.
I think he put his foot down then because he has to suddenly brake, hasn't he? Because I thought there was a gap straight after the truck. And I looked again, it's suddenly closed. Yeah, we'll get off at Coventry, which is in 3/4 of a mile.
I'll just stay here.
And we'll go down Coventry, turn around, come back. Look that way.
I've learned that one of my worst habits is if I'm on like a straight road where I don't need to change gear, is my foot will just rest on the clutch.
Yeah.
Whereas I can just rest it next to it so that it doesn't have to awkwardly.
See where it's telling you there, M45 Coventry exit. So that is, there's loads of signs telling people what to do. So if you don't want to go to Coventry, then you start thinking about, I want to get out maybe another lane because this lane might be to Coventry, or it could be a slip lane. As your countdown markers. If this lane goes to Coventry, you're going to get a white dashed line on your right, dividing the motorway.
Right, okay.
But it looks like you've got a slip lane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is.
There it is. Because I've been caught out when I was younger, drive along this and I thought, oh, motorway's gone. And I've gone off.
Reduce speed now, I shall do that just so I can slow down. There's no one behind me, which is good.
And my memory I'm sure this part of the motorway feels like a dual carriageway, this next bit, even though it's a motorway. So they're all different. And you've got various variable ends, that's fine. M45, A45, charged together.
What is that sign? Lightning.
Overhead electric cables.
Ah, right. Never seen that. Oh, wow, that's bright.
Don't know where they are, but it's warning you. Oh, there they are.
Oh, yeah.
They look like them anyway. It's because in Milton Keynes we don't tend to get overhead cables.
No.
They're all underground, aren't they?
Either that sign's just given up.
Yeah. Yeah. That one's blew over, that one.
Bumpy walls.
Is that bumpy? It's fell over.
Wow, that's cool, right?
So I feel like a dual carriageway.
Yeah.
But it's a motorway.
This is a motorway.
Yeah. You got
Right.
your slip road, see?
It's
To the arch shoulder
It's
on the
like
left.
dead as well. Oh, speed limit.
So this is sort of one you want, a nice clear road.
Yeah, this is great.
So what, you can just cruise at 70.
Mm-hmm. This would be great for cruise control if I knew how to use it.
Let's have another go at that cruise control, see if it's working again.
So cruise. That's set.
There you go. It's on.
Yes, I've done it.
Rest your leg then, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the ideal one.
This
Not,
is so
not
weird.
too busy.
It's really weird to do this.
It is, yeah. Because you get that set button, you can actually go faster or slower.
Yeah, I can set myself down, can't I?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So
It's like driving simulator.
it is, isn't it? It is.
Okay, no, it's still going down. There you go.
Well, they're ideal for motorways when it's not too busy. I mean, when it's packed, it's not ideal using the cruise control because you're constantly having to come off the gas, go touch a brake, go back on the gas to avoid things changing.
The way I get out of it is I just put my foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, just put your foot on the
Yeah,
accelerator to go past him. So check that it's safe, indicate and pull out. And then
There we go, I'm back in control of it now. I can
the
feel
cruise control will stay ready for you.
Yeah.
So you go past him like you'd normally do.
Ooh, bumpy. Oh,
So
really bumpy.
you don't have to do anything with the cruise control, just leave it.
Yeah.
You just get past him safely
And then
and then get back in when it's safe. And then just lift off the gas and the cruise control will take over.
Ah, nice.
You went faster, but when you come off the gas, it slows back down to where it was.
Yeah.
Which you had about
So it's like a set speed.
Yeah, set speed. And if you don't want to use the cruise control, you just press the cruise to cancel it all, or just tap the brakes gently, and it knocks it all off.
Get me back up to 70.
And the same sort of thing. If it's a motorway, you got the telephones. And this is a typical old-fashioned motorway where you got the arch shoulder, which is better than smart motorways.
Yeah.
You know, they're not as spacey. It's more safer because you've braked down and that is safe.
It's like a full lane that you're safe in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bright.
Is that truck we pulled over before? Or past
It is. It's the slow one. We've caught up.
You get a lot of that when you
Yeah.
pull off, go to talk, come back and you catch up 10 minutes later.
I mean, I already know I'm going to go around them.
Yeah, so you just plan it as you catch up, you start planning.
I mean, there's nothing.
Because what you
on the
don't want to
right.
do is having to slow down because you build that momentum up to a certain speed
Yeah.
and you want to cruise at that speed so that you're not wasting that fuel.
I mean, you can't tell what's an indicator on that and what's just a flashing light.
Yeah. You always give them a lot of space. Because that's got to be heavy, that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't guess how many tons that must weigh.
It's going to be real heavy.
And I don't know, in about 5 miles, maybe more, there's going to be a roundabout, we'll do a U-turn and come back.
Okay.
And the rest goes to Coventry then, you see. We'll get back on the M1.
Right.
The idea.
We're back to me controlling the car.
Yeah. That's what you want to do. You don't want to kind of cruise past loads of big trucks because they might start pulling out. You want to be in control of everything.
Ooh, spray. Nice.
There's your motorway sign. So I won't pull back in because
I'll stay in this one.
you're going to overtake this truck, aren't you? There's no pressure at this point. And at the roundabout, we're going to do a right turn all the way around to come
All the way
back.
back.
I just thought I'd give you the experience of getting off the motorway and getting back on is going to be a bit of fun actually.
Oh, good. Slow down early.
And see this
Sure, I
truck
don't like
next to you?
being next
He's
to
a
this
foreign truck
truck.
driver. Just give him space. Don't try and overtake him on the motorway, on the roundabout. Let him keep ahead of you, because he might go into your lane. Hopefully he won't, but you never know. Keep back from him a bit. That's it. Give him a bit of space.
I can't see.
It's going off there, that's good.
That's better.
All the way around. It's not this one.
All the way.
Here it comes. See, A45.
No, I just
Sorry,
got there.
M45.
Okay. Come across to the left. 'Cause I don't need to be here.
Yeah, M1 south we're going now.
And we're heading south.
That's what it's saying there. M45 is what you're on now. Leads to M1 south in brackets.
It's time to cruise again.
Every bit helps when you're resting your leg.
Yep.
You just kind of just relax and just control your steering then, isn't it?
Ooh.
I mean, what you won't want to do is be doing like 75, 80 mile an hour racing down the motorway, because even though you're going to see all the other cars doing it, the coppers are on there.
Yeah.
You know, you probably see more coppers on the motorway than you do everywhere else.
Yeah. Look at that view. That's nice.
It's a nice view. So they're telling you there, M1, London, Northampton, to give you information that you want. We know Northampton near us.
Yep.
Really nice view on the right.
Oh wow.
We're quite high up here, aren't we?
Don't drift, but I want to look.
See all the hills for miles.
That's so cool.
Looks like a summer day, doesn't it? With all
Yeah.
the sun shining down.
Could be out of painting or something.
Mm.
The motorway hills.
Another truck there with flashing lights on.
Yep.
You see a lot of, looks like dust being
Spread
behind
out
it,
by
isn't it? So it must be a dusty area again. Maybe we've been doing some work around there, it's causing a lot of dust.
Yeah.
Unless it's gritty.
It did say on a sign earlier, salt spreading. But oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a very dusty car.
Yeah. You see the back of his number plates all.
I was going to say, isn't it illegal to have that?
That's what I
You
was
need to be
going
able
to
to see what it says.
If you ever get pulled over for that, you can get done for it.
Mhm.
They'll say you need to clean the back of your car, especially the reg number,
Yeah.
because it, for all they know, it could be not insured.
Mhm.
Anyway, let's go around this spreader.
Just hit the windshield.
You're going to feel a lot of sand or salt
Yep.
being inflicted on
Can
it
see
in
it
the
all.
next second.
Ugh. It's a horrible sound.
It's bouncing around there, isn't it?
It's like hail.
And then have a look to get back in.
I feel like it would be terrifying to be in a hailstorm in a car.
Just go slow then, wouldn't you?
Mhm. I think I'd just completely stop and give up.
Yeah.
I'll just wait till it's over, please.
When we get towards the M1, obviously we're going to go in south. towards Northampton and London. So we're probably going to cross over the M1 to turn right into it.
Oh, okay.
That's what usually happens. Or go under the M1. It depends on the layout.
Is that a llama? What?
Yeah. Llama, wasn't it?
It was either a llama or an alpaca.
A couple of them there on a hill.
The amount of things I've seen on driving lessons.
Remember your first driving lesson?
Yes,
it
was one of the first ones. I was driving. Oh my god! I was dropping Oscar off to his house on Christmas Day, and it was me, him, and Gemma in the car. And I was driving through Tatano, and there was suddenly like 5 people dressed in reindeer onesies, and someone dressed as Santa that we were driving past. And Oscar just put the window down. He was like, "Santa!" It was the most surreal moment.
That's funny. Yeah.
It was like the postman dressed as Rudolph.
It's funny, isn't it?
Some of the things you see.
Yeah. It is. You see some strange things, but funny ones.
Now an alpaca.
Alpaca. Maybe they breed them over there, or they've got like a sanctuary for them. Because there's a few there.
That was weird.
Well, like they're grazing.
So I was like, that can't be a sheep because its neck is too long. Oh god, that's a llama.
It's too big to be a sheep.
Yeah.
It's like the size of a horse. Like a donkey size, isn't it? So if you've liked seeing Millie on a motorway lesson,
Millie's motorway lessons.
it might be one big video this.
Yeah.
Or I might split it into 2. Depends how. It's
North
over,
and south.
It's over an hour long. Or you're new to see Millie's lessons and you want to see some of us, I'll put a playlist below for you.
Probably won't be back. Sad times.
Next time I see you, you'll be driving around, won't you?
Yeah.
You might waving on the way back. And my student would say, "Who's that?" I said, "One of my students."
Every time I'm out driving, I'm like, that's got learner plates on it. Is that James? No, it's not. Every time I see a white car that has a learner plate on, I'm just like, no, it's not.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll get back on the M1 and then we'll finish off the video at a point. Because the rest of it you've already done.
Yeah. I mean, nothing will be the alpacas that I've just seen.
That's me, isn't it?
It's the highlight of the video. Yeah, every now and then I just go back and watch through my playlist and just look at the
anyway, got signs here, motorways are merging in a half mile. So there's the M1 in the distance.
I see it.
So it looks like we might be going underneath it. Yeah, we're going to go underneath it and join from the right. Feels weird, doesn't it? You can lose your bearings. So that's what it's saying there. We're going to join from our left into their right side.
Right. Okay, so we're just coming on now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So get the speed up.
And then just let them know you want to get on. Start looking for the gap. I can't see a thing. You can't cross a bit yet.
Yeah, I can't go across a bit.
Because it's kind of split the traffic into 2 lanes then. So you kind of slot in behind this one here. He knows you want to get on. Is he letting you on or is he closing the gap?
He's going into a different lane, I think. He's indicating. But
that's good of him, isn't it?
There we go.
That'd be pretty tight if it's closed the gap and won't let you in.
Yeah.
What he would do is drop off the gas a little bit. So if he wants to get in, he can.
Yeah, I'm stuck between them all now.
He's going to try to pull out there. It's a bit keen, isn't it? He's telling everyone, I'm going to pull out.
A bit keen for a truck. Salt spreading. Still happening. Oh, I can see it down there now.
Do you know what? I was just about to say it's about like a truck for a minute ago, but
oh yeah, it's literally right in front of us.
I think they're getting ready for a cold evening.
Yeah.
So pull out when you think you need to, when it's safe to do so.
It's got one zooming down.
Remember, don't forget to check the far lane just in case there's a car who wants to come in.
Nice and quiet.
And if you've liked the video with Millie on the motorway, give it a thumbs up and feel free to put some comments. Take care, everybody.
I don't want to look away.